The only thing thicker than the fog in Echo Ridge was the silence. For 3 days, the town had held its breath. Ever since little Billy Crenshaw's sneaker was found by Miller's Creek, muddied and alone, Sheriff Howell felt the pressure like a physical weight, a cold stone in his gut. He'd known Billy, had coached his T-ball team. Now he knew the statistics, the cruel ticking clock. The call came at 4:18 a.m., crackling over the radio. A hiker, a city man camping illegally in the state forest, reported hearing a child's cries near the old granite quarries. Hawley was in his cruiser, tires spitting gravel, before the dispatch finished. The quarries were a maze of deep, flooded pits and unstable rock shelves. A death trap in the daylight, a nightmare in this soup. He parked where the forestry road ended, his headlights cutting uselessly into the swirling gray. He grabbed his heavy flashlight and a coil of rope. "Billy!" His voice was swallowed by the fog, leaving no echo. He moved by memory and touch, the beam of his light a weak golden pupil in the gloom. Then he heard it. A whimper, thin and waterlogged. Help. It came from his left, towards the sheer drop of the west pit. Hale's heart clenched. He edged forward, the ground turning to slick, moss-covered stone. "I'm here, Billy." "Stay where you are." He shone the light down. 20 feet below, on a narrow ledge, a small figure huddled against the rock face. Billy's red jacket was a dull smear in the beam. The boy looked up, his face pale and streaked with dirt. "Sheriff, I'm coming down, son. Don't you move." Hawley secured the rope around a sturdy pine, testing it twice. He was not a young man, and the descent was slow, his boots scrabbling for purchase on the wet stone. The fog curled around him, damp and cold. His feet found the ledge. He knelt, wrapping Billy in a fierce hug, feeling the boy shiver violently. "You're okay now. I've got you." He quickly checked for injuries, a twisted ankle, cold exposure, but otherwise miraculously whole. "The man," Billy whispered, his eyes wide. "What man, Billy?" "The man who was here." He heard you coming. He ran." A new, colder fear doused Hawley. He swept his light across the opposite quarry wall. Nothing, just rock and mist. Had it been a hiker? A drifter? Or something else? The thought that Billy hadn't been alone, that someone had left him here, sent a fresh jolt of adrenaline through him. Up we go, quick and quiet. He fastened the rope around Billy, preparing to haul him up. As he did, his light glinted off something wedged in a crack in the ledge. A cheap, silver cigarette lighter, not something a boy would have. He pocketed it, a silent piece of evidence in a case that was no longer just a missing child. He pulled the radio from his belt. "Dispatch, this is Hawley. I have him. He's alive. Send EMS to the quarry road. And put out a bolo. Unknown male, possibly connected. Proceed with caution." He began the slow, arduous climb, Billy secured against his chest. The fog began to thin, the first gray hints of dawn bleeding into the sky. They were not out of the woods yet, but they were out of the pit. The search was over. The mystery, Sheriff Hawley knew, holding the lighter tight in his pocket, had just begun.